Welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel New Game Plus. And rain, go away. Well, it's rainy season, so yeah. Well, it is in Japan at that point.
6月中旬、若葉の季節を過ぎたトリスタでは珍しく長雨が続いていた。
Hope Celine's just keeping somewhere dry. Hey, Markov!
各地で実習を終えた俺たち7組メンバーは通常の授業に戻っていた。目の回るほど忙しい日々とついていくのかねてより告知されていたイベントが俺たち全員を待ち受けていた。
Press the button a little bit too fast.
さて、前から予告した通り、
Oh,
明日から中間試験になるわ。
I forgot about that. Well, hopefully I can do a lot better than last time.
ま、基本は座学のテストだから、私には何の力にもなれないけど。
No, I think you could help us. Well, with first aid bit, I think. Combat too? Well, this is more theoretical knowledge, I'd guess.
一応試験官として温かく見守るから、せいぜい頑張ってちょうだい。
Oh, and I can just imagine Sarah in a, like, trying to use her lovely, can we see her as a cheerleader? Nah. Sometimes I lie awake at night and wonder how you became our teacher.
私たちの成績が悪かったら教頭に嫌味を言われるんじゃ。
Mm-hmm.
このクラスには結構成績優秀者が多いしね。
Well, yeah, but the thing is, so you can't really expect, you know, some of the students to carry the whole class.
せいぜい結果を楽しみにさせてもらうわ。そうそう、試験結果の発表は来週の水曜日よ。個人別の総合順位も掲示板に貼り出されるから。はあ、憂鬱だな。
Oh, I totally hear you there.
超絶めんどくさい。
Now, the thing is, though, can tedium actually be tasted? And what does it taste like?
今度こそはエマ君に勝たなくては。
それともう一つ、クラスごとの平均点なんかも発表されたりするのよね。
Oh, so naming and shaming. Fantastic.
クラスごとの平均点。
Well, the thing is, though, I don't know if I really saw that when I was in school. I can't quite remember.
クラス同士の対抗心に火をつけるのが狙いか。
Well, there's bragging rights, and then there's other things that might happen too.
うん。それはそれでやりがいはありそうだが。
さて、まだ昼過ぎだけど、今日のホームルームは以上よ。残って試験勉強でもするか、寮に帰るかは君たちに任せるわ。委員長、挨拶して。はい。起立。礼。
Now, I hope again that I can manage to score a lot better than last time. Last time was really embarrassing. What should I do? I could stand to bone up on just about everything, honestly, but my biggest worry right now is math. I wouldn't mind doing a few study sessions with you if you think it would help. I need to review math anyway. I'm not sure how much time I'll be able to spare, though. You mean it? That'd be a huge help. My biggest weak spot is Erebonian history, I guess. I doubt that comes as a huge surprise to anyone. I think I understand all the material we've gone over directly in class, but there are some finer points. I can aid you with that if you'd like. Though in return, I'd appreciate a fresh pair of eyes to help revise my military science essay. It'd be my pleasure. Oh, would you like to study with me, Fee? I guess so. Oh, would you mind if I jumped in too? I could use a little refresher on my classics. Of course. You're more than welcome. Would you like to join us, Laura? No, I appreciate your invitation, but I'll have to pass this time. There's a subject I need to review in private. I'll see you all later. Yeah. Rean, you need to be the couples therapist again. Huh? What's up with her? Dots. Maybe I'm just reading too much into it, but I could have sworn I saw her looking over at V. Hey, Rean? What is it? You heading back to the dorms. You're totally welcome to stay with us if you want. I wasn't planning on heading straight back. I might come and join you guys in a bit later. Alright then. Perhaps we'll see you later. The day before the exams is a free day. Yay! That means more bonding. Oh, and, studying. But first, bonding! And talking with certain characters will allow you to study with them. Yay! And hopefully pass a lot better. I'm guessing I probably missed some things. When you run out of bonding points, the time of day will change to evening and the main story will advance. Okay, anybody here? No, so let's go through the door and see who we can find. Everyone's so absorbed in studying for their midterms. I don't think anyone would call my grades amazing, so maybe I should start doing the same. If my parents' threats are to be believed, the fate of my allowance depends on it. It's just about time for midterms, but I'd rather not even think about them, but I guess I should get studying. Yes, we should all get studying and see if anybody else is really in the studying mood. Paris! Paris! Studying for exams? Surely you jest. Excellent grades come naturally to me. There's no need for something as common as studying. That's just the nature of nobility after all. We have gifts that mere commoners cannot fathom. But you've got pencil marks all over your hands. Your imagination is playing tricks on you. And Colette, leave us alone. If you let it lead you any further, you might imply that I've been studying in secret just to show Lisa up. Oh, honestly, perish the thought. I have no need to study. These marks on my hands are absolutely not the result of a rigorous study regimen. Wow, I guess she's really the kind of person who puts 110% into everything she does, but she doesn't want to really admit it. Oh, the boys are over there, so let's just speak to everybody else. Hey, Alan. Alan, are you sure you don't want to stay here with Bridget? Oh, yes, please stay with Bridget. I mean, she definitely went out of her way to ask you and everything. I don't need her help. Let's just hurry up and get back to the dorm so we don't get soaked. Sure. I'm not asking Bridget for help. I can stay for midterms on my own just fine, thanks. Oh, come on, let's get over this row. Oh, what's with Alan? That Bridget girl seems pretty close to him for a noble. Yes, because they've known each other since they were children. And they just can't get together. Ah, there she is. Oh, and she's helping Mint too. Great. This music room is actually a great place to study during the test period. It's so quiet. I invited Alan along to study with me, but he turned me down. Maybe he really is trying to avoid me. No, it's just this whole commoners and nobles thing. I just don't understand why he's being like this. We used to get along so well in Sunday school. I wonder if something has happened. Yeah, you can say that. Oh, you might have not noticed, but I'm an Orbital Science whiz. My dad's a Rhineford employee, and he used to help me study. Gotta say, I'm feeling pretty good about these exams. Can't wait to get a perfect score and surprise Uncle Makarov. Help you study? Sorry. I can't teach to save my life. But you're helping Bridget? Or is Bridget helping you? I don't know. They may as well just hand me my perfect score already. I can't wait to see the look on Uncle Macroft's face when he sees how well I've done. But, I think there were issues. I think... What is this? A book entitled The Fancier's Guide to Erebonian Opera and Painting sits pompously on the shelf. How do you sit pompously? I don't know. Why would one book cover such different topics? Still, it's probably going to cover some of the stuff on our exams. Wouldn't hurt to give it a read. Increase your knowledge of art. Hopefully that'll help me pass. Well, the boys were going to study over here, yeah, so let me talk to them. Eustace? There we go. Oh, are the two of you studying military science? Looks like you guys are tearing through things, too. More or less. You caught us just as we reached the section on military symbols. Care to join us? Yes. Sure, couldn't hurt. I didn't know a thing about military science until we entered the academy, so I'm not feeling terribly confident. It's not as though most schools teach military minuet alongside literature and math. We're all in the same boat here. Either way, we'd be happy to have another person to paddle. Have a seat. I think I did okay on this last time. Let us begin. Map marking symbols are used to represent an assortment of different units and formations. This is a symbol for infantry. Okay, the big huge X. Rean, try to draw the symbol for headquarters from memory. Gotcha. I'm pretty sure it's this. Sort of reminds me of a cue card. Gaius, do you think you could draw the symbol for an armored troop? Sure, this should be it. These are pretty straightforward for the most part, I think. Now, I have a tough one for you. What does this symbol mean? Engineers, I think, because it looks like an E. That's engineer, right? You got it. Okay, so I did remember correctly. Oh, there's so much to memorize for this class, and the fact that we're going in blind makes it even worse. These seem to be like the raw basics, too. Given that not all of us will end up involved with the military, it does seem a little excessive. But bear in mind that our military science class is to teach us how to deal with harsh situations efficiently. In that sense, there's plenty to learn even if we never find ourselves on a battlefield. That's probably why it's mandatory. If it could save our lives, we owe it to ourselves to do well. And considering that civil war is pretty much on the horizon, well, yeah, it's probably a very good idea. Agreed. Oh, and I should talk to the boys too. Eustace, Gaius, and Rean stayed together for a while longer, continuing to test each other on military science. Your bond with Eustace strengthened. Oh, is this going to be enough? Your bond with Gaius strengthened. Oh, his already rank 5, but is this going to be enough for Eustace? Yes, it is. Great. Rean and Eustace reached link level 5. Rush 2. And already at that one. So the only one I don't have at link level 5, at least right now for the characters, I think would be Macius? Let me just check. Yeah. And oh gosh. Okay, so if I stay with him, that'll be 5. That'll be all done. So it's just a matter of raising the link levels between the other members of class 7. And then Milliam and Crow. Well, there's also Sarah and Toa. But with Sarah and Toa, I can't really see what exactly levels are. It doesn't really show me. So it's just more of a, I guess, a guess at this point. What else do you guys have to say? This seems like a topic that's rarely come up. I'm not that familiar with it either. So I think it's a good idea to study up on it more. Yeah, it's definitely a good idea. And what about you? As students here, military science is one subject we can't avoid. Make sure to review the subject thoroughly. Yeah, I don't want to let you guys down. Was there anybody else left on this floor? No, so I can go to the roof. I don't know if anybody's here though. Oh, there is somebody here. Oh, Beryl. I love the rain. Let me let you in on a little secret. I don't even need to study thanks to a special little trick of mine. Page 44 will be on our orbital science exam. This is certain. This is fate. You're just making things up now. But what if she does have some sort of special powers? I mean, it couldn't hurt to study that page just in case. Increase your knowledge of orbital science. Everything on page 44 will be on the orbital science test. How do I know? The girl has to have her secrets. Yeah, you do. And anybody else up here? No. So I guess it's just a matter of just going through the first floor. Hey, Monica! Our midterms are really closing in. But I'm more afraid of the exam period being over than the exam themselves. When it's all over, I'll have to start going to swimming club practice again. You got a little situation with Laura, right? Never mind. Just ignore me, please. I'm planning on staying in the cafe in town today. Hopefully I'll keep my mind on the midterms and off everything else. Well, at least you have some coffee to help perk you up. I should probably be making my way home soon too. But first I have a report to make to Principal Van Dyke. Exams begin tomorrow. I wish you all the very best of luck. This will be the first year's very first midterm experience. Happy studying, everyone. Well, we'll do our best. Hey! Beatrix. I almost said Bellatrix. Oh my gosh, what the heck's wrong with me today? I know this is the first examination period for you first years, but try not to let it get to you. Your studies here are merely meant to shape your future and provide you with unforeseen possibilities. No pressure. As tough as the exams might seem, just put your all into them and everything should work out in the end. Oh, thank you for that boost of confidence. Okay, you're just saying the same thing again. Oh, hey, Mary. Oh, these will be your very first midterms, won't they? I have to admit I'm a little nervous, too. This is the first time I've come up with questions for them. You should be fine as long as you study up on everything we covered in class. Don't be afraid to ask questions either. Oh, ask. There were a couple of art history things that I needed to clear up, actually. Hi. A student is really relying on me for help. What a pleasant surprise. Art evolved in very complex ways during the Middle Ages, you see. But tell me the rest. Increase your knowledge of art. Okay, but will that help me in some way in the exams? Guess we'll find out. Oh, hey, Makarov! You probably know this already, but the faculty lounge is off limits while exams are going on. If you want to see a teacher, you gotta knock on the door and ask. You had something you want to ask me? Yes. I've actually got an orbital science question to ask you. Figures. Show me what's got you stumped. I'll get you up to speed. Increase your knowledge of orbital science. Anything else you want to impart on me? Oh, don't put too much work into the exams if you don't feel like it. As long as you don't give the vice principal another excuse to scream at me, I don't care how well you do. And there's nobody in faculty lounge, but then we have the principal. looking very stoic as always. First years may not be used to them, but midterms are important examinations that determine your academic future. They test not only your general attitude towards your lessons, but the effort you put in before and after said lessons too. In other words, they exist for you to display just what you've learned ever since you enrolled here. Stay attentive and give them your all. Yes, sir. Okay, anything else here? Well, I looked at this earlier if I recall correctly, so I think I should be okay. Anything else glowy? No. So let's move on and... Oh, I have to go back this way because there's people. Oh! Edel? No. That isn't Edel. That's Friedel. Might I escort you home, mademoiselle? We can stroll along, safely tucked under the same umbrella, as the raindrops perform their emotional, percussive concert. I am afraid I'm going to have to decline your clearly selfless offer, because I'll be studying for our midterms right here. I might think about it if you manage to score better than me on these midterms. You always seem to be just below me. Ouch, shots fired. As curt as always, I see. But I must ask, mademoiselle, would it not break your heart to see me sharing an umbrella with another fine lady? No. My heart would be fine. In fact, it'd feel better if you did. Oh gosh, Friedel, you're awesome. And poor Vincent, he struck out again. It strains credulity to imagine that anyone would forget their umbrella during such an extended period of rain. Master Vincent has always been one to defy expectations, however. Yeah, because you're looking to... Oh, Vincent. Never change. Yeah, you said the same thing as before. Anybody else over here? No. So out we go into the courtyard and beyond, see what else is going on. Now, nobody was on the first floor. Oh, girls. Okay. Oh, are you two studying? Lisa probably met up with Laura because she's worried about her. Yeah, we both figured we had a lot of art to brush up on. It's probably not our most important subject in the grand scheme of things, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't try. I've never had to deal with a series of exams right in a row like this. Laziness could very well be tantamount to failure. Would you like to join us, Rean? Yes. I'd love to. The exam's supposed to be focused on the basics of illustration, right? You got it. Let's get started. How about you ask the first question, Rean? Sure. Okay, first question. Elisa, what is a dessin? I think it's a drawing that makes use of monochrome lines of varying heaviness to highlight the way light hits its subject. You think correctly. So, Laura, what exactly is a sketch? A sketch portrays its subject roughly, with very little in the way of detail. I suppose it could be likened to an early first draft of a drawing. That's right. Sketches and dessins are basically two sides of the same coin, since both are used to start a painting. The big difference is that dessins usually take some time to finish, whereas sketches are pretty quick. But there's a method that's even quicker and more basic than sketching. Any ideas, Laura? That would be croquis, I believe. You two know your stuff, so maybe that just means we should be using harder questions to study with? Let me see if I can find some. Hey Rean, if you want, I can ask the next set of questions. It's hardly effective studying if you don't get to answer any questions yourself. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Just give me a moment here and I'll find you a really good one. Well, if you insist. Maybe we should have expected this. He really is a kind-hearted person. And so the three continued their art study session. Your bond with Elisa strengthened. Your bond with Laura strengthened. Yeah, but the thing is though, they're both level 5, so I'm not really gaining that much in the grand scheme of things. But knowledge of arts helps. What else do you guys have to say? Thanks for joining us. Having you around really helped us out today. Don't worry about it, Lisa. I could say the same for you. Laura seems fine now, too. I'm not really sure what was with her earlier. I wonder. Oh, I didn't say anything. Anyway, hopefully all this hard work will pay off when we actually take those exams. Fingers crossed. Yes, I'll talk to you too, don't worry. The non-martial arts aren't exactly my forte, so little extra studying might be in my best interest. I mustn't get distracted by other issues. So there is something on her mind then? Yes, there is. And the thing that's on her mind is a girl with the name of Fee. Hey! Shut it, Hugo. I'm not taking any advice from you. I can memorize everything one go the night before. Becky. You won't be able to remember anything that way. The trick to memorization is to study up just before you go to bed. When you wake up, you review everything once more to seal the deal. It's easy, it's sufficient, and best of all, it works. I guarantee it. You should try it too, Rean. Well, might as well give it a shot, thanks. You learned an efficient new memorization method. And it's not the man-way method, so I'm disappointed. The trick to memorization is to do it just before you go to bed. Then you review it right after you wake up to make sure it sticks. Don't believe me? Try for yourself. I'm working today as well. You just need to do a wee bit cramming this day before, and I'll be all sorted. Last thing I'm doing is take advice from Hugo. But the thing is though, the advice from Hugo will always be pretty good advice, or at least so I hope. We're gonna drink margaritas in the rain. Well, there's a famous saying about days like these. Margaritas always go down smoothest in the rain. That's why I'm so tantalizing when the dark clouds roll in. But just look, don't touch. I think I've hit my limit, actually. Just when will my darling come for me? What if he's preparing a single umbrella to walk me home with? Oh my, how chivalrous of him. Yeah, you can always go inside the school. You could speak to Vincent, see how well that goes. I don't know how well that will go, probably not very well. Okay, let me go to the old schoolhouse first, then engineering building, and then student council. Oh yeah, Sarah was here. Remember bits and bobs, but not everything. There, Sarah. At least you're dried off. Oh, instructor, were you checking out the old schoolhouse? Oh, yep. Just a quick peek inside, though. You'll be pleased to know there don't seem to have any major changes since last month, though. I'm totally fine with that. At least that means we can just focus on staying for our midterms, then. I would really like to know what's going on with this building, though. I love a good mystery, too. But try not to focus on it too much right now. The last thing I need is the vice principal breathing down my neck because you didn't do well on your midterms. Chances are they may even stop the investigations to make you guys focus more on your studies, too. Then I'd never find out what's going on with the old schoolhouse. Guess I better get back to studying. Attaboy, hit those books. Anything else? You should just focus on your studies and forget about the old schoolhouse for now. Doing well in your midterms should be your top priority, especially if you want these investigations to keep going. Yeah, I do. And that's my goal, to score very well in these midterms. Whether I actually do so or not, that's another story, but we'll see. Maybe Crow's getting tips too. Hey there, Rean. What's up? Hold on, let me guess. You're studying away nice and diligently when your orbital lamp suddenly went out. Swing and a miss. You two seem pretty relaxed despite how close these midterms are getting. Who do you think you're talking to? I know better than anyone that it's pointless to start studying this late in the game. How's that working out for you? Crow's actually pretty good when it comes to the practical stuff. Survival skills, first aid, all those kinds of things. Really? See? All that stuff you don't need to study for. But if you're feeling shaky about any of it, I'm happy to teach you a thing or two. Oh yes, please. Sure, I'll take you up on that. Wait, you serious? The idea of Crow teaching anyone anything is a little unnerving. Were you just joking? Nah, it's cool. May as well show you the ropes. Cool if we borrow a chair or two, George? Go for it. And so Crow passed all of his knowledge on to Rean, except the truth that mattered. That's about sums up what they'll be testing you first years on. You should probably make sure you got CPR down too. Oh, I do actually need to brush up on that. Do you think it'll come up? It's only the most basic things anyone would expect to have a Thor student, so it wouldn't hurt to know. Right, here how it goes. If you find someone who's collapsed, first up is checking whether or not they're conscious. If they're unconscious, it's safe to assume that they're in trouble. Next, you want to shout for help. You're not going to want to try and handle this on your own, got it? The more people you have helping you out, the better their chances are to survive. That makes sense. Next up is making sure they're breathing. If they aren't or something weird's about the way they are, then it's CPR time. This basically involves giving them a repeated combination of chest compressions and rescue breaths. You'll need to keep this up until their pulse and breathing return, got it? Don't give up till the very end. Understood. He does seem like the kind of person I could count on in a jam. No! Well, yes, but no! I guess George was right about him being good at practical stuff. Now, all you gotta do is put that in practice. If you see a girl in need, you better get right in there. When she wakes up and sees you saved your life, instant fireworks! Your hands or lips are in the right spots already. Every time I think anything positive out of you, you go and say something like that. Oh well, this was useful though. Thanks for taking the time to teach me. Good luck there, my son. Go out there and get some good grades for me. And that should be useful. And hey, the bond strengthened. And I still don't know what I am. Not until later. That should be enough to cover you for now. Maybe I should get you to treat me to something nice if you do well. Maybe? I still need that money back. He might not act like it, but Crow's actually really smart. It's kind of a shame that he skips classes all the time. He'd probably do really well if he didn't. Yeah, he probably would. But on to the next one. Hey, oh, I can, yes, Toa. Toa, help me study. Help me get good grades. Oh, hi, Rean. How goes the studying? I suppose it's probably fine. But these are going to be my first midterms ever, so I'm more than a little nervous. First years. How innocent. It doesn't help that military academies have a lot of subjects other schools don't, but you'll get used to it. That's true. Combat studies and military science name too. Oh, and you want to make sure that you're ready for the political economics too. Exam too. Why's that? Well, it's a mustache man's subject. That's not a nice thing to say about Call Vice Principal Henrik, NG. He does seem like the type to write a ridiculously hard exam. Oh, I know. How about I give you a hand studying for it, if you're free at least? Are you sure? Of course! You're always helping me out, right? Political economics is Toa's strongest subject. You wouldn't want to pass this up. Yes. Well, if you're offering, I'd really appreciate it. I sure am. Let's get started then. I wonder what we'll learn. Thus, Rean and Toa's study session began, with Angelica helping? Or just listening in? Most of the stuff I wasn't sure about makes a lot more sense now. That's good to hear. We should probably go over some current affairs too. For an exam? Yeah, the vice principal has a habit of putting questions based on recent news into his exams. This year, maybe we should go over some recently enacted laws. Yeah, that sounds like the kind of thing he'd put in there. Just so most people could be caught off guard, get it wrong, and get lectured on for being indifferent about society. I'd rather avoid that. Recent laws. Oh, the Financial Transaction Act, I suppose. The Financial Transaction Act from last year is one of the best known, I suppose. It requires you to inform prospective buyers of the risks when selling them stocks or securities. A number of people have suffered massive losses buying shares lately, so it was passed to help keep people informed. So that's the history behind the Financial Transactions Act. Oh, then there's the Imperial Transportation Act, which determines the rules of the road for drivers. That was enacted last year too. There are more and more people buying cars lately, nobles and commoners. But car accidents were getting out of hand. And that was especially true in Heimdall, which is why that law was enacted there first. I'll have to try and remember that. And then there's the Provisional Taxation Act, which impacted just about every province you can think of. In other words, a fancy name for that much reviled tax increases. They're being enacted in the provinces, almost doubling land and business taxes. You'd probably at least heard about them. Yeah, I have. It seems like a pretty major topic back in Celtic, yes. Exceptionally large. If he's going to set a question about a recent law, it's probably going to be about one of those three. Hopefully that'll be some help at least. Even if none of them come up, you've really helped me out. I'm feeling a lot more confident now. Thank you both for all of your help. I didn't do anything at all. I'm just hanging out. If there's anything else you want to know, let me know. I'll be happy to help. Thanks, I will. Bond with Toa. Your bond with Toa strengthened. Anything else you guys have to say? I'm curious to see how the tests will treat you. Just make use of everything you've learned and you should be fine. Yeah, that's the thing, just trying to remember everything. Oh, good luck on your midterms. I'll be wishing you the best. Remember, look over your notes early and often. You don't want to get flustered on the exam and forget everything and fail. I get anxiety all the time with exams. It's hard. So now that we've dealt with that, is there anybody upstairs? Oh, there is. Hey, Catastrophe. We're beginning a study session for the upper class students in the salon. Only the finest minds have been invited. Naturally, this includes a number of second years as well. It's hard to imagine a better group to study with. Had you accepted my offer, Schwarzer, you would have been able to join us. Though I suppose there's little point in telling you about it now. I'm not sure what you're getting at, but good luck with your studies. Alright, so... Oh, the girls are here. Oh, I still have to go to the library too. Okay, so that's probably what the other guys are. Studying is so boring. But Rean here might make things interesting. In fact, I've got a great idea. Why don't we have a little Q&A competition? Every time someone gets a question wrong, they have to take off an article of clothing. No, definitely not. Seriously? I'm not doing that, not in a million years. Especially when Rex is right behind us. Oh, okay. Guess we won't be staying at all then. That's not what I meant. As long as everyone keeps their clothes on, I'm fine with helping you two study. It'd probably help me too. Study material that might be on the exam. Oh, phew. Alright, I have to speak to Ramsey. I speak to everybody else. I always try to ensure that the cafeteria's menu stays healthy and well balanced. This should be a good place to eat while you're getting ready for your exams. I'd recommend the fish. They say it's good for your memory. Yes, fish is wonderful for memory. Fish is yummy. And, oh, Hibele. Oh, and Loggins. Man, you're always like this when it comes to exam season. Can't really say I disagree, though. The sooner we're done with their exams, the sooner we can get back to our clubs. All we can do is make sure they don't end too painfully. Yeah, I gotcha. What do you have to say? Man, what's the point in studying? I just want to go to the fencing club, damn it. Ah, okay. I can understand that. Hey, Fee, Emma. Are the two of you going over Erebonian history? I can't memorize things like this. This is all pointless. Fee, that seems a little harsh. Oh, I know. Why don't you join us, Rean? I'm sure that makes studying more enjoyable for Fee, too. Yes. That sounds like a good idea to me. The exam's going to be focused on the War of the Lions, right? That's right. Shall we start from the beginning then? Because that'll be a great place to start. After that, Dreckles gathered soldiers in the Nord Highlands. And in the year 952 of the Septian calendar, he liberated the capital, bringing the war to an end. Excellent. Well done, Fee. I guess it stuck. Incidentally, the war came to an end in July of that year, which is next month, so it's easy to remember. They say it was raining in Heimdall that day, but legend has it that the moment Emperor Dreckles stepped into the city, the rain stopped. Huh? That's neat. Yeah, that seems like a story that'll stick in my memory. You're a pretty good teacher, aren't you? Well, I'm always using tricks like this to help me remember things. If you're having fun while you study, it makes it that much easier for the materials to stick in your memory. Interesting. So that's your method. Well, if you can do it, we can do it too. Shall we finish this stuff off then? Please. Because I think Fee wants to go back to sleeping. Rean stayed with Emma and Fee a little while longer, making sure they knew their Erebonian history from back to front. From front to back and sideways too. The bond with Emma and Fee strengthened, but it doesn't matter because we're already link level 5. And what else do you guys have to say? I can't really memorize this kind of stuff. Remember where I planted explosives and stuff? It's easy though. Of course it is. Sorry to say, I don't think that's going to show up on our midterms. As much as I'm sure she would love that. That seems to have been a rewarding study session for Fee. Thank you, Rean. I hope we both do well on our exams. I'm hoping that we both will, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. And, okay, the boys are there. There's a new book I need to get. Yes, Sports Beyond British. Oh, wait. Oh, I have to read through it, right? Yeah, I have to read through it first. There we go. And the Falcom Diary. Oh, where is Thomas in all this? It's so hard, Teresa. Help me! Oh, come now. Don't give up so quickly. The two of us will get through these together one by one. You really are hopeless when it comes to studying, aren't you? Gee, thanks for the reminder. And Treese? The difference between the way she's acting now and her reliable persona as lacrosse club captain is rather funny. I think at least Unfair's perception of her would be shattered if they saw her like this. Maybe. Maybe, I don't know. Nice to see you, Rean. We have a private study areas available if you need one. You can find them up on the far end of the second floor. You'll find all sorts of reference books on the bookshelves, too. They should prove rather helpful, I think. Yeah, they will. Is there anything else that's glowing down here? It doesn't look to be... Oh, I forgot to speak to you. I haven't had any time to read anything fiction with our exam starting tomorrow. Can you imagine how it feels to be separated from your true love? These exams need to end so I can get back to reading. Yes, they do. And I have a lot of reading still to do. Oh, there's Thomas. I was wondering if he was going to be in the library. Oh, hello there. Did you come along to review some of what we covered in class? Actually, I was just passing by. Oh, come now. There's no need to be shy, not when it comes to history. Let's get started, shall we? Why don't we go over every little thing that might possibly come up on your exam? We'll be here for ages. This sounds like it could be helpful if I can actually stay awake. Increase your knowledge of Erebonian history. Oh, and I have to trade stuff in, don't I? Yes, I do. I've never seen a dish quite like this before. This will definitely help with my research. If you discover any more curious cuisine, please let me know at once. Oh, don't worry, I have a bunch. So, brown liquid. And some frozen soup. Here's a little gift in exchange. I hope helps you like you've helped me. EP charge. Yay! That's always helpful. Anything glowing around here? Well, no. Oh, hey, Paula. Oh, a book on horseback riding. It's not what I should be reading right now. I've got to study for my exams, not about horses. I can't wait to show those upper class students up. Oh, but there's a glowy one here. What is this one? A book entitled Political Economics, a primer, sits primly on the shelf. Given the subject matter, this book really seems accessible. This would probably make for a good refresher. Increase your knowledge of political economics. Good. Anything else around here? Does not seem so. But the thing is, so if I go there, all my stuff will end. Let me do more investigating first and come back. Alright, after wandering around, I figured it's time to talk with the boys. Oh, so this is where you are. Wow, when you guys stay, you two don't mess around. Well, no better motivator than fear, right? Our exam starts tomorrow, and we've got to know our orbital science. Oh, do you know what we should have Mint teach us? Oh wait, she can't teach. I want to make sure that I study as much as I possibly can before then. There's no such thing as being too prepared. Besides, this is our last chance to get a full day of studying, and how about Rean? Up for one more marathon stay session? Stay with Melia. In that case, this will consume a stay point, and afterwards the time of day will advance to evening and the main story will proceed. I think I'm okay here, so let's just try to get it done. Sure, I'll join you guys for a while. Orbital science isn't quite my forte anyway. In that case, let's get started with the basics. Sounds good to me. So, orbital energy is generated by septium, right? And it differs from other types of energy in that it replenishes itself over time. It's hard to imagine what life would be like without it. Orbital energy is in everything. Lighting, railways, telephones, battle ordnance. Well, that segues nicely into our next topic. Let's talk about battle ordnance. Their first key feature is their portability. The second is their ability to synchronize with their user, allowing them to easily use orbal arts. Magic for the everyman. Feature 3 is their flexibility. Battle orbman's capabilities can change dramatically based on the quartz within. That summary wouldn't have been more perfect if we read it out of the textbook. That's our Machias. I can't believe you would rattle off all that without even stopping to think. But if you already have the basics down, are you just trying to help me instead of focusing on what you really need to study? No. It's not like that. Reciting the information I've learned in this really helps it stick to my memory. It might look flashy, but this is really productive studying for me too. Well, everyone needs a method, but the Manway method is best. As I said earlier, it's not possible to be too prepared. And while we're still got a lot of ground to cover in our orbital science review, I would appreciate it if you'd help me stay for a few others when we're done. Of course. I'd be happy to. Really? Well, thanks. Rean, Machias, and Elliot continued their orbital science studies, feeling much more confident about the exam every minute. Your bond with Elliot strengthened. Your bond with Machias strengthened. Okay, this should be enough for Machias. Yeah, Elliot, I know you're already at link level 5. Yes, perfect. Rean and Machias reached link level 5. Rush 2. Great! Oh, it's already time to head home. I didn't even realize because of the rain. I guess I should get ready to head back to the dorms. Hey, my umbrella's back. Oh? Oh! I think I know what time this is. Sharon time! I want to hear how she says Master Rean. And what she sounds like. Oh, she sounds so sweet. Oh yeah, you're in the right place. His office is in the East Wing, first floor. The receptionist might have gone home already, but I can show you the way if you'd like. The way that she speaks and everything else sort of reminds me of Chloe. It just sort of flows that way for me. Rean-sama. Haha. Nice curtsy. Exceptionally polite. Wait a minute. How'd she know your name? How does she know who I am? Oh, hey Lisa. You just missed your super maid. Hey there, Lisa. Heading back to the dorm? Right. Well, you're going my way, so what do you say we head back together? Ah, smiles all around. Hey, it's not often two of us get to walk back to the dorms together, is it? Well, at least I got something good out of this downpour. Is there even a filter between your brain and your mouth? No. No need for that between friends. Oh my god, that makes it worse. But you're in good company. My sisters asked me that before too. She must be a saint to have lived up, put up with you all these years. Anyway, how do you think you did on the exams? Not sure. I gave it the best I've got. Still, I've got that nagging feeling I could have hit the books a little harder. Oh, did I not get everything? I wish I was as smart as you. Back when we took the entrance exam, only Emma and Macias scored higher than you, right? Eustace came in a little higher than me too. Back home, I usually came up near the top in exams. I guess it goes to show that people in Erebonia have no shortage of smart people. No doubt about that. Bookworms pour in here from all corners of the Empire. You said you're from Ruhr, right? Coming out on top in a city that size is still pretty impressive. I suppose, though that was just at the Sunday school level. Aren't you curious about, my family and stuff? Well, you mean the mysterious Elisa R., an agent of national intrigue. Well, yeah, of course I am. But you probably have good reasons for keeping it under wraps, so I don't want to pry. It's not that major or anything, especially compared to what you and Fee have told us about yourselves. I never really thought that my family's circumstances were a big deal, though Fee's past sure came as a surprise. I wonder now, when I look at her, what her life in a Jaeger Corps really must have been like. It seems that Instructor Sarah knows more about her past than we do. Back at the entrance ceremony, I got the impression they met before. Same. Oh, speaking of weird meetings, I ran into someone kind of strange earlier. Oh? Yeah, I was talking to her just before you called me. Rean told Elisa about the woman in the maid uniform. A maid who knew your name. This isn't the part where it turns out that she knows you because you tried to hit on her in town before, is it? As if an upstanding guy like me could pull off a Casanova act. She seemed a couple years older than us, maybe 20 or so. A maid in her early 20s. Something wrong? Oh, no, just thinking. There's no way it could really have been her. Mother keeps her far too busy to find the time to come here. Huh? Anyway, maybe the upper class storm has new hire starting out or something. Though that wouldn't explain how she knew your name. Maybe you're just more popular than what you let on. If only. Exam time? Let us ace this as much as we can. Next day. Midterms, day 1. The next day, the first of our 4 grueling days of midterms exams began. Oh, Thomas! Erebonian history question. The Middle Ages War of the Lions was brought to an end by Emperor Dracos. When did the war end? June 810, July 952, August 964, or September 1016? July 952. This should be the right answer. Okay, we're off to a good start. I remember that through Fee and Emma's study session. Oh, art, I think. Yeah, because I don't think it'd be home ec. Art question. Mr. A wants to draw a rough colored watercolor image. Which of the following styles would be most appropriate? Sketch, dessin, crocus, or tracing? That would be a sketch. This should be the right answer. What's next? Oh, next day. Midterms, day 2. Midterm Boogaloo. Nightheart! Oh, this is military science. Yeah. Military science question. Figure 1 depicts a military formation. What type of unit is currently advancing? Infantry, command, engineer, or armored? If I remember correctly, that would be the armored group. Because the engineers are in the back. So, armored. This should be the right answer. There we go. Midterms day 3. I don't have anything quippy to say here. Orbital science question, of course, because it's Makarov. The following statements about orbits are purport to be true. Which one is not? Abilities change based on quartz. They synchronize with their user, allow arts usage without quartz, or orbital energy recovers over time. That one is the third one because you do require quartz to do arts. So that one. This should be the right answer. Oh my gosh, I'm on a roll. I'm going to ace this. That is my goal. Oh, stuffy pants. All right, political economics question. Of the following laws enacted last year, which came into force first in Heimdall? The Financial Transactions Act, Provisional Taxation Act, Imperial Public Transportation Act. Oh, they could have shrunken that down a little bit. And International Criminal Law Act. That is the Public Transportation Act, because that was the one that because everybody's using cars and there are lots of chaos that ensued. And this should be the right answer. And last day, midterms final day. Sarah's right? Yes, because she's the only teacher we haven't seen yet. Combat studies question. Emergency CPR is divided into roughly 4 stages. A. Check if the person is breathing. B. Check if the person is conscious. C. Perform chest compressions and rescue breaths. D. Call for help in a loud voice. Put these stages in the correct order. A, B, C, D, B, D, A, C, B, A, C, D, D, B, A, C. Want to check if they're conscious. Call for help. Check if they're breathing. And then form chest compressions and rescue breaths. So that would be D. This one here. This should be the right answer. Okay, I think that's all of them. I think I got them all right. So where do I end up? Congratulations on making it through 4 days of exams. And we're all alive somehow. And what do you know? It looks like the rain ended right along with them. Clearly, this is the goddess's way of rewarding you for all your hard work. I don't think that reasoning would stand up to scrutiny. I'm totally spent. It's over. You worked really hard, Fee. Anyway, today's a free day, so take the chance to unwind and blow off all that pent-up exam stress. They'll post up the results next Wednesday, so take it easy until then. But don't relax too much, because you've got your next practical exam next Wednesday afternoon too. With all the intensive studying, I'd completely forgotten about that. You could stand to be a little more considerate with the timing of your announcement. So next Wednesday is when we'll know where we're going for our next field study. Yep, you'll be shipping out that weekend for another exotic trip. Anyways, make most of tomorrow, everyone. You've earned at least 1 day off. I guess I should probably attend club practice once in a while. Oh, and one more thing. I've got some business to take care of out of town after we're all done here. I won't be back till tomorrow night, so don't burn the dorm down while I'm gone or anything. Yeah, I can't remember as to what exactly she's investigating right now. And everybody's out and about, going back to their clubs and everything. And I'm sure they're super duper happy. I like the music though, it's very chipper. Ah, everybody looks so happy. And Laura and Fee are not with them. Now that exams are over, I feel as free as a bird. And I'll keep on soaring, at least until the results come back. I sympathize, but personally I've got a good feeling about these. How about you, Emma? How do you think you did? Well, I don't think I did too badly, all things considered. Ugh. Just stop before you embarrass yourself. We'll just have to wait and see what next week's results look like. Anyway, what do you think that was all about with Instructor Sarah? Oh, you mean the whole thing about going out of town to meet someone? Going out of town. Won't be back until tomorrow night. It's almost as if she's meeting Toval. And she's going to meet her secret lover? Impossible. The Empire hasn't turned out a man desperate enough to woo that alcoholic tycoon. You have a point. I can't deny she's got the looks to snare a man, but with that personality and that lifestyle... Oh, you guys are terrible. Totally agreed, though. Ouch. Not surprised to hear that from you, Rean. She always seems to dump most work on you. Will you be helping the student council again tomorrow? Yeah, that's the plan. I'm almost looking forward to being the student council's errand boy after holding up studying so long. Perhaps so. Oh, please let us know if you plan on exploring the old schoolhouse. Yeah, I'd be happy to lend a hand this time. Thanks. Better watch out though. I might take you up on that offer. Ooh, looks like we're all up for a little exploration this time. Yes. It'll be fun. Because I think I'll have everybody except for Fee and Flora. Oh, come to think of it, where did Gaius run off to? Oh yeah, there's Gaius. He's not here too. He mentioned the principal wanted to have a word with him. Do you think he went there? Oh yeah, I wonder what that was all about. I hope he hasn't gotten in trouble. I mean, I doubt he would. I have no idea. Fee and Laura left early too. I was kind of hoping we could all walk back to the dorm together for once. That sounds nice. Hey, so this just might be my imagination, but do those two seem kind of awkward around each other and to anyone else? Really? So you think so too? It seems like it started around the beginning of the month. I wonder if something happened then. It's like they've been avoiding each other ever since. You say that, but I do not take either as the type to dwell on petty issues or misunderstandings. Neither did I. We've been trying to suss out what the problem is between them, but so far no luck. I wonder if that's what that was all about. Did you see something, Macias? Oh, what happened? Well, do you remember the day we gave our group reports on what happened during last month's field study? We gave a truthful account, including the part where Fee used an explosive to blast open the door to my cell. Yeah? Oh, that's when we found out that Fee used to be in a Jaeger Corps. That really threw me for a loop, but what did that have to do with Laura? Well, when that came up, I couldn't help but notice Laura had a rather unpleasant expression. It flashed across her face for only a moment though, so I wondered if I'd really just imagined it. Interesting. But even if we assume that's true, what reason could she have to be upset? I can hardly hazard a guess. We all have certain things we'd rather keep to ourselves. We even have a member of this class who remains tight-lipped about her own family after all. Do you really have to drag me into this? My apologies, I meant no offense. I do have my suspicions as your lineage, however. Really? You... Now, getting angry won't accomplish anything. Don't worry, we're not going to twist your arm into telling us. When you're ready to talk about it, we'll be ready to listen. It's not like I'm trying to make a big deal out of it or anything. It's just, if everyone knew, it'd make things awkward between us, and I don't want that.
お嬢様、お帰りなさいま
No, because we have our lovely Sharon to make things awkward. Sharon! She's best maid.
シャロン。はい、お久しぶりでございます。
Oh, hey, it's that maid I ran into the other day. You know her?
どうしてあなたがここに？まさか母様が？はい、会長に申し付けられまして、今日から第三学生寮の管理人を務めさせていただきます。
So we're gonna have awesome meals from now on. Sharon Kruger.
はじめまして、シャロン・クルーガーと申します。アリサお嬢様のご実家、ラインフォルト家の使用人として使いさせていただいております。皆様のお世話をさせていただきますので、よろしくご指導、ご鞭撻ください。
Thank you for watching the video today. I do appreciate it. If you can, leave a like as it does help, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. A huge thank you to my supporters, and if you'd like to help the channel, please feel free to visit the links in the description below and become a member. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Bye!